All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say, Kalayim La Yahweh Hashem Yahushai B'Shem HaKadosh, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule and teach well. All right. As well as honors to the brothers pushing the truth across the four corners with all sincerity. If that's upon you, checking in with another video. So we're just gonna get into it. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Alright, so the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Alright, it's gonna come as a thief in the night, not to those of the brotherhood, those of the ministry, alright, those of this truth, alright, talking about the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, on to the men, the prophets, the believers, so on and so forth, the few women that, watch, watch the videos and, all humility and silence and things like that, right? It's not going to be a thief at night to us, right? So that's the truth, okay? But to the world, to 2/3, it will be a thief in the night to them, right? Because they're not in the mind state of, watching current events. They're not in the mind state of, paying attention. They don't take any heed to this truth. They don't take any heed to the names, to anything, right? All they think about is getting high, smoking weed, partying, and reveling, right? Was it, what do they say? Sex, money, and drugs, right? Those are like the pillars of this carnal society, man. All right, this is what these people are into, right? And the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also and the works thereof shall be burned up, right? And that's talking about what? World War III. Alright, so yeah, the sound made by the ICBMs hitting the parts of the earth. Alright, but it's only going to hit certain parts of the earth. We all know that America is going to be the one that's going to be entirely destroyed. The ICBMs are going to hit other parts of the world as well, such as Israel. Alright, that land is going to get hit as well. Alright, but Israel is not going to be totally destroyed. Right, it's not going to be totally annihilated like America will. Right, so other areas of the world are going to get hit, but they're just not going to be totally destroyed. Only America will be totally destroyed, as per scriptures, for its great wickedness. Right, the Lord is going to overthrow this place as He overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Right, totally annihilated. Right, this place is going to be never inhabited ever again. Right, even after the kingdom is set up, no one's going to live here. If we're not visiting, this whole area, America, United States of America, is going to be a testament and an example, right, of the Most High's judgment, man. Right, the Most High is going to judge this place through sending His Son, right, and also opening up the weapons of His armory, which are these missiles, man. All right, the angels, the chariots, these missiles is going to completely destroy this place, man. All right, and simultaneously will be the salvation of the elect. All right, like it says in Matthew 24 and around 36, the Lord will send His angels across the four corners to gather His elect. All right, because the elect are not only going to come from America, only 1/3 of the Israelites here in America will be saved, but you're going to have salvation of the elect in all parts of the world, on the western and the eastern hemisphere, because you got brothers all over the world. Right? You got bros in Canada, you got brothers in all across South America, you got brothers out there in different areas of Europe, you got brothers out there in Australia, you got brothers everywhere, man. You have brothers all over the place. Okay. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness. Conversation means behavior, right? Godliness means a godly life, right? So seeing that all these things, all these works right? You know, all this shit in the society, all the little trinkets and little things that the society pushes, because it's a very um, materialistic society. Like materialism is you know a heavy spirit in this place. Like it's like a foundation of this place. All right, carnality, materialism. That's what's pushed. All right. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with having nice things and whatever, but you just don't want to be like so into that it pulls you away from the truth. You know, but seeing all these things, right? All your belongings, your car, your damn degree, whatever little things you have, right? They're not gonna come with you to the chariot. No one will be at that number, right? So seeing that all these things, all these works are gonna be dissolved. All right, society that you see here, the way it's functioning, right? It's gonna change very soon. All right, and I mean, when the MOTB is pushed, there will be a shell of a society. There will be a society out there, so people can go back to work and do things and whatever. But it's gonna be blocked behind the MOTB, right? And obviously, you can't take the MOTB because if you take it, then you're gonna die, right? Because I think it's Revelation 15, right? Them to have got victory of the beast and haven't taken his mark. So if you take the mark, you're not getting on the chariots. You're just gonna die. If you're here in America, right? This place will be your grave, right? But it's yet to be seen what happens to Jakes who take the MOTB. In other parts of the world, maybe they get killed. Maybe we'll have mercy and remove it off of them. I don't know. But seeing then that all these things should be dissolved, with men and persons that you to be in all holy conversation and godliness. All right, you got to push this truth, man. You gotta, you can't be in this world, man. Like you could be, in the world but not of the world. Like use the world to get money and support yourself financially and things like that, but are not like fully in the world. All right, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, when the heavens shall be on fire, being dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're looking for and hasting that day. All right, we're not in the mindset of, oh, it's gonna happen 1,000 years from now, or stuff like that, or we're not in the mindset of there's gonna be no Jacob's trouble, like some of these Jakes be saying. Some of these different camps be saying that there's gonna be no Jacob's trouble. That's only a conspiracy, or even airing on certain parts of the doctrine, man. Like I see in the name, he says Jesus, he says Jesus now. So this isn't the time to be on that kind of time, pretty much, right? And if you're following those guys, heavily recommend that you stop. Heavily recommend that you stop following those guys, all right? Because they don't got the truth, man. All right, you gotta listen to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, to the men, to the brothers, all right? Because these other camps, they don't got it, man. All right, so look at ISUPK, man. Tazariak is out here doing podcasts and shit. Like, what's going on with these podcasts? He was even talking to what's his name? Fucking Mike Rashid. I'm like, Mike Rashid is super carnal, man. All he talk about is like money and working out, man. Like, what could he possibly add? Why are you talking to him? Right? You're talking to these worldly guys, like, yeah, these guys don't got it, man. Don't watch them. Revelation 16 and 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth, then that keepeth his garment, lest he walk naked and he see his shame. Hold on. I gotta see. Is this in the red letter? Hold on. Yeah, so it is in the red letter. Behold, I come as a thief in the night. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and he see his shame. Yeah, so Yahushua speaking. All right, he's gonna come as a thief. It's a thief to who? Right? These people, right? The wicked of our people, as well as these heathens and the wicked, these Edomites, right? Everyone but those that watcheth, right? Talking about the hopeful elect, right? Because they're the ones, we're the ones, so we'll be at that number. We're the ones that watch, that make the videos, that check the news out, right? And that keepeth his garments, right? Talking about this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? I believe it's Revelation 15 that talks about how the elect will be clothed with that fine linen, which is the righteousness of the saints, right? So, linen, garments, it's an on wisdom, knowledge, understanding, being in this truth, lest you walk naked, without your garments, without that knowledge, wisdom, understanding to guide you. Like it says with Adam and Eve, right? The Adamites, right? They knew that they were naked. They knew that they went off, right? So it doesn't mean that they were actually, butt ass naked. It just means that they knew that they went off, right? Simple as that. And they see his shame. So yeah, you don't wanna have that shame be upon you, man. You wanna keep your garments and watch, man. Watch these current events, watch these news articles when they come out and things like that, and just stay in the spirit, man. Even though the society, it's fucked up, man. We be working these long ass hours, traveling deep as hell. Right? You can't give up, man. You just got to keep pushing this truth, man. All right. This is the book of First Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 1. The times and season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. Yeah, you have no need that I write unto you, because you already know. For your souls know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Yeah, like I said before, thief in the night to these people in the world, man. Right? They're not watching anything. All right. They're not they're not looking at anything, man. They just sex, money, drugs. Right? That's all these people, care about, man. All right. That do as thou wilt spirit, right? From Aleister Crowley. All right. That's what's pushed heavily in the society through the music, through these celebrities, and so on and so forth. All right. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. For they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Yeah, these people have no concept. They have no concept that, they see it, they feel it in their pockets, right? But they have no concept of what manner of persons they're supposed to be in these times, right? And to our people, we tell them every week what manner of persons you ought to be in these times. And they look at us and call us crazy. All right. So when these times come and they're asked out, that's just going to be on them, man. Right. Because the time is going to come real soon where the Lord is going to pull his men off the streets. And that's just going to be it. All right. So I'm going to let that be that. All right. The one edified, and I say shalom.